Welcome to the WineCast. I'm your host, Mr. WineCast himself, Rashad Nooch, and I'm here with an unexpected guest that was probably supposed to be here a long time ago, but we ain't going. You know what I'm saying? That's probably my fault more than hers, though. We got Marde YG in the building today. Miss Pressure herself. Who is what? Who is YG? Yo, you all gotta tag that too. Yeah, you could do all that. Yeah, so This is one of them shows you can cuss out.
It's who the fuck is YG?
My bad. We got to tag that too because when I saw the video, I was like, yo, if y'all don't tag that clip of him saying that shit, because the boy left it in there, and I'm like, yeah, if I was a videographer, I would have left this shit in here too, just because it sounded like, it sounded like the tag to your career.
I asked him to put that on there. I was like, can you record my friends? That was my friend and my sister.
Who the fuck is YG?
Yeah, talking
I was
shit
like,
at the end.
yo.
We ate that the fuck up.
Because like a lot of times when alright, so y'all saw Marde YG on the top 5. I think she was at number 3, but we're going to change that. So I already got the whole list, you get what I'm saying, together. So y'all going to see that later on. But when I do the videos, I usually cut some people's videos because sometimes they be too long. But because I saw that at the end, I was like, there's no way I'm fucking cutting this video. Like, anytime it's on a countdown, they're going to keep the whole video on there just like that so I can hear that part. So how this whole interview came about, just in case, y'all don't know, is that I was following Marde for a minute and I felt like I saw her on, a clip on the showcase, which how social media is. Clips go viral real quick. And I think we both was kind of like on each other radar at the same time because she reached out to me at the same time I was already thinking about reaching out to her, and she was like, yo, like, let's make this happen, I want to do the show, whatever the case may be. So I think this was like months ago though, like, so this was like a long.
He forgot about me, y'all, because he ain't like, it was like, all right, whatever, we'd love to have you, and then it was like, I ain't never hear that, so it was like, they not fucking with me.
All right, so
he started posting me, and I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm not gonna lie, we had a long line of people, but I will say that none of them people got this interview before you did, because all of them are still waiting to get their interview or whatever the case. So I pushed yours ahead of the time because I'm gonna be honest, people that reach out to me, like you was reaching out to me a lot. Like she kept real pressure on me, like no bullshit. She like, yo, so like when we gonna do this show? Like, so I was like, oh shit.
I be trying to lock in, like, don't just come to me talking, just saying anything like, what, you send me a song, I'm getting it right back. So it's just like, let's do it.
I like that because a lot of times I used to send motherfuckers songs and you got hit them up to be like, yo, they're like, oh, I ain't go to the studio yet. I ain't do this yet.
You're not that busy. It's fine.
My nigga. What we doing? So today I want to kind of dive into basically your trajectory as an artist. I feel like in the beginning, prior to your career, as far as I was listening to, I felt like you had a whole different dynamic that you wanted to show as an artist. Like maybe you didn't like hear this sound for yourself right away, as far as like the tone, how you wanted to rap, how you wanted to present yourself. So can you basically speak on like how did you go from going to like, your early style where it was more like toned down, young, you get what I'm saying, to now where it's like it's real grown women type rap going on now, and it's quality music. If I'm being honest, it's quality music,
right. All right, so the bottom line is, like, when I first started rapping, it was really just amateur hour. Like, I made that shit up. Like, I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to sing all that. I never knew that I was going to be a rapper. Like, people been rapping since kids and shit.
At least that's what they say.
Yeah, I never was doing it. When all the freestyle rap was going on in Philly, everybody was rapping and shit. I'm like, these bitches better drop because I'm going to start dropping my own shit. I literally tweeted it. Then I went through some with my friends. I ended up writing my first song. I hit my mom and my dad up. I'm like, y'all going, who going to pay for this studio session, Long story short, my dad did that shit. That's how I started rapping. So it wasn't even like, because if you listen to my old music, like, I was still talking crazy, like saying the same shit that I'm saying now. It was just, my tone was different. It wasn't the right delivery. And I always wanted my voice to be deep. Like, I would be in the studio, like, can y'all give me an auto-tune? Like, I need to sound.
What sparked that? Because a lot of women, they want to go like hard animated Nicki or most women want to do a higher tone. They not like a Foxy that's about to come on there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, all right, because I'm a girly girl, but I'm not super girly. Like, even when I was 13, right, all my friends called me Yon. But that's because, like, you know, my family called me Yanni. People was trying to say, like, Yana and all that shit was just too girly for me. So I named myself Yan, and then all my friends start calling me Yan, and then it just became a thing. So it's like, I never wanted to be squeaky because I hate that. Like, I want my music to be, like, niggas listen to it and it's like, or I can fuck with this. Like, they can bump it and not feel uncomfortable. Like,
That
they
shit
really
hell
just,
yeah. That's
you
why
know
I
what
be
I'm
telling
saying?
motherfuckers and shit. I'm like, yo, certain music, I could listen to that shit because it don't matter. Like, I don't know, I feel like,
This shit hard. It's
yeah,
not
like that's how I
like,
feel. I'm like,
yeah.
yo, she hard as shit. She gangsta shit. I don't know. I be saying shit like
Yeah.
that. Maybe niggas don't be thinking like that. I'm like, yo, she gangsta as shit, or this shit harder than a
Okay.
motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Like, and most niggas, they won't even blast that shit in their room, their car, their crib to other people. So you're right. You get what I mean?
Yeah, and I just want my shit to be relatable, like, cause like I said, even if you listen to the old shit, Club After Dark, I was going off on there, Messy, that girl went off on there, shit, I was saying something about Take K, yo, the brain is fried, but I'm just saying is, I've
No,
been talking crazy, it just sound like I was telling him like
you
earlier,
just had to
I
work on the delivery
yeah, and
about
I
it.
sound like a little girl.
And that what was going to make your music sound more like the quality music
Right.
that you would hear on the radio, because like a lot of the early stuff people was doing, it didn't really translate like to iTunes a lot, or like, and now it's like literally you could play the songs and they gonna sound totally different. You could tell, okay, maybe she in a better studio, or maybe she just found her sound. You get what I'm
Facts.
saying? And two engineers matter too, so it's like relationships with engineers. You
Right.
probably building a better relationship with an engineer now, as far as like, he know how I want to sound. I ain't gotta say too much to this motherfucker. Cause you hate when you go in studios, you gotta
And
be
I
like,
do. I
yo.
got two main engineers that I really been fucking with, like, since my first songs. But I have been like branching off, working with different people because it's like, you know, I want to
You
build
want to try new
relationships.
things,
Yeah,
yeah.
and hear how I sound and different shit. So I need got a motherfucker for my melody shit, like when I'm trying to sing, or I know who to go to. But it's like, yeah,
Certain people bring out different sounds. Like every engineer don't like, you think they do the same shit, but they don't. Like,
they
you know what
really
I'm saying?
don't.
Like
And the
certain
engineer
people,
make the song for real.
hell
That's
yeah.
what the people don't know. Cause like all my music, when I write my stuff, I record it before I even go to the studio. I record it in my voice memo just so
I
I can
like
like
that,
hear
yeah.
myself and run through the whole song. And I always know I think everything I write is a banger, but I always know that the shit is good. But I'm like, all right, when I go to the studio, that's when it's really gonna sound like a real song, and it should be.
So did you always have the name Marday YG, or was it like, okay, I had to go through a couple names?
No, since I first started rapping, so all right, let me tell you that.
Look, let me break it down for y'all one
I'm not
time.
worried. I got a story for everything. So, like I said, when I started rapping, that shit was literally just a joke. So I had asked my cousin, I'm like, yeah, you know, you gonna come to the studio with me? She cracking up. She's like, yeah, you not going to the studio, da da. I'm like, no, I'm really going. So I get there. I wanted my name because this boy used to write like from jail. He stopped writing my full name on the letters. He started writing YJ for Jan Green. So I wanted my name to be YJ, but you know it's already rapper YJ. So she was like, well, why you don't do Marday YJ? Because Marday is my middle name. So that's how the whole Marday YG became a thing, because we had another brain in the studio, and then it was like,
Yo, this better than any motherfucking story I heard about their name and shit.
I
Just
know.
just putting the
Because
jail
people be just,
letter
yeah.
to the friend situation is like, yo, like usually everybody else be like, yeah, I want to do a couple jewels, this and that. They got a real story. Like,
And I
this
told you,
joint
like,
was
I don't,
written, literally. It was written. Motherfucker,
this is
like,
what, and I say that shit all the time, like, at the end of the day, I just feel like it was destined for me to be doing what I'm doing because it came out of nowhere. Like I said, people think they be rapping since they was kids, and it's like, oh no, I knew this. I never knew that. I never knew that. I used to be
so
like,
saying, okay, like you saying now, you first did it for like a joke, so to speak, or for like fun. What switch, like what, when did the switch hit? Like, damn, like I could probably really take it a little further than I thought I could take it, and it might not just be a joke no more. Like, this shit might be something I really want to fucking do. Like,
all right, so like I said, all right, the first one was like a joke, but I'm gonna really say like my second song. All right, so like a month after I started rapping, my cousin hit me up because he do music and all that. He got his whole music team. They was having a showcase or whatever. So he like, yeah, I want you to come perform, da da da. So I'm like, I only had my first song was called Certain Niggas, and I feel like it's not really a club banger. So it's like that shit was a downer. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make another song so that when I perform, I got some hype. And then that's when I made Club After Dark. And when I performed there, when I tell y'all, we pulled the fucking videos up, I was sending him a clip. That shit was lit. Like flashlights everywhere. I probably had like 10, 11
There we
people with
go.
me.
Yeah.
Shit was going crazy. My sister got ones from the bar. She was throwing on me. So it was like, mind you, my best friend, she yelling at me. She like, Yon, turn that shit up. Yon, turn that shit up. But I was telling her, like, I didn't feel like I had to turn it up because I really felt like a superstar. Like, it was jumping. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is that about? So that was that. So after the second song, I really felt like I took it serious. Because, like, if you get into, like, my rap sheet, I'm like a serial entrepreneur. I had a clothing line. I read.
I see a lot of stuff you be posting. I'm like, yo, she got her hands in
Yeah,
everything.
so it's
yeah.
Everything. She rap, she do
I
lyrics,
love her
she
because
make
my girl,
clothes.
what she gonna do? Support everything.
This girl really do everything.
So it's like once I start doing something, I do it.
To its full
That's the whole
extent, yeah.
thing. Yeah, but and that's another thing. I feel like music became therapeutic for me too. So it's like I like writing my stuff and listening to myself. Like that's all I do. I'm actually obsessed. All I do is record and I listen to that shit all night till I fall asleep. It's like drugs.
Don't feel no type of way about that shit either though, because a lot of motherfuckers be like, no, I'll listen to my songs after I do it. Motherfucker, as soon as I leave the studio, I walked out that bitch, that shit is in my headphones right now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Or blasting in the car. So it's just like, you gotta be obsessed with yourself in order to like, honestly be your biggest critic, because it's like, if you don't hear the music, sometimes I leave the studio, I hear a song and I be like, man, I should have did this, or I should go back and do this. So it's like you got, and sometimes I be listening to a song for like a year. I got songs I had that long I ain't put out, and I'm just like, yo, maybe I should go back and do X, Y, and Z. So it's like you got to be that obsessed with listening to yourself to be like, okay, I see what I could have did better, or like I like this shit all the way through, and I think motherfuckers need to hear this now. You get what I mean? Because some songs you hold on to forever until you get your friends and be like, no, what the fuck you waiting for? This shit crazy. Drop this shit tonight. I got friends like that. Like, drop this shit tonight.
The whole thing, and that's what I was about to say. Like, I just feel like it all be like people don't be believing in themselves. Like that's what I be feeling like, because at the end of the day, I don't be needing my friends. Like I really be piping. I'm my biggest critic. Like I'm gonna listen to that shit if that shit corny or whatever. I don't like it, and I am gonna listen to because I done been in the car with her on the way to the studio. She like, no, yeah, I don't like that. Give me something else. Write something else.
That.
And it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna listen to all that. But once I lay this shit on the track, that mean I liked it. And if you don't like it, that's fine, because everything is not for everybody. But I like it, and I'll put it out, and somebody else gonna like it. So it's just like.
See, we never did this shit before. What I'm about to say, I want you to like introduce yourself to the people, and I want you after that to like speak on how y'all relationship became about.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Jazz. How you all?
What up? What up?
Me and Yan, we was friends for what, like 10 plus years at this
Look,
point.
Time, man.
Look, we gotta look at her. Tell the people know, Jazz. Tell them, y'all, this bitch is fake.
Yo, Yan always said we used to work together for.
Yo, that means
And it was just like, what? I didn't know that she really wanted to be my friend when we was back then, but it was just like,
Yo,
whatever.
usually that's how I start. You be like, I don't
Me
know
and
if
her
that
really
person like me or
worked
not.
She was fake. That was my friend at the job. She used to take me home when the.
But it was just like, you don't know if it's a coworker, if it's like.
If it's a coworker thing or if it's like a real friend thing, yeah.
But no, y'all
And I
really
love
was my
Jazz.
friend.
I
We
always
really
did.
been hanging for like 10 years.
Since
at this
then.
point. For sure.
Tell him
just like,
she ain't telling it right. Let me tell
Nah,
you.
look, like I'm gonna tell the story because y'all don't know. Look.
So long story
here she
short,
go.
that was really my friend. Came to see the girl off on prom and everything. Then whatever,
Okay.
like we stopped working together, so we got disconnected. One day I'm pulling down the block. I'm finna get weed. I see somebody. I said, Jazz. I'm out the car window because I know like. How the fuck she know them and I know them? Like, what the fuck?
See what happened? See how Tree could just bring you together, motherfucker.
Everybody together.
And God, because at the end of the day, he knew we needed each other. I love Jazz, and I literally, like, anybody that know me that know a Jazz, I love Jazz since I first met her. So we're just like, that's the point blank bottom line.
That shit was
This is my
destined.
girl.
He like, look, she about to make this left over here to go get what she need, but I'm gonna throw a little sprinkle right there for the catch. Look.
And literally been inseparable ever since then.
That though, like me and y'all really been locked in, and it's so crazy, like to see her whole progress. Like when I tell you, because I'm telling you, it's I really used to like like when she first started rapping, it would be so funny. Like she never wanted to rap her raps. Like she would always write it in the notes and be like, "All right, y'all read it." Like, and it's like, girl, no rap. Like we would be really making her rap. Like, girl, we
bringing her out of her shell.
Exactly. Even how I be on her now, like if she go into the studio, like she said, and it's just like, all right, let me hear what you got, and it's like, all right, I ain't gonna hold you. Let's switch that up, and she really finesse that shit right then and there. Come out, track be hot. She be doing features. I be telling the girl she be running the.
You need people like this in your corner.
On her own features, and it's just like I be feeling so bad.
And she said it, but the bottom line I'm talking about, and she said it, but and no, remember that.
Look, I ain't want her to tell y'all, but look.
But no, one night we was in the studio with this boy, some boy I know. You know, he just started rapping or whatever. So we in the studio, we laid the song or whatever. So they like, so who y'all think ran it? Jazz, we the only bitches in there is all these niggas. Jazz like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all ran that shit.
Hey.
And they all was saying that he ran it. But it's just like, at the end of the day, I respect it. This song ain't never dropped.
Oh, so you was on a song with a dude?
Yeah.
Like a feature with just y'all two?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was the
that's what I was like, yo, bitches, y'all two on there, niggas be hurt when a shorty outran you on a track.
Come on, he kept telling me like, oh, I feel like we could do better and da da da.
All right, so what kind of style? Like he was, because you know niggas got like
that shit was hard. Mind you, and because we did a few things.
It was like a drill type style or like.
But it
wasn't a drill beat, but it was something you could slide to. Like it was real hard. We did another song.
Like it was real hard, but nigga.
Because he told me, he like, damn, Yon, you always on some hard shit. But it's like when I'm getting on the track with a nigga, and then most of the times, because at the end of the day, I be trying to carry a professional. So it's like, if you ask me to get on the song, like the last girl,
I'm going to take it serious.
Shout out
I'm not
to
Safari,
because my girl put me on the banger, and I can't wait till she dropped that. But when she put me on the song, she did that shit right. She sent it to me. She already had her part laid so I can hear what she's talking about. When I be collabing with these other people, I don't really be hearing they shit. So it's like, I'm just going to, you a nigga, you just came home. I'm like, what? I don't know. We talking about hard shit. And he like, oh, you always on some hard shit. It's like, no, I'm just, y'all.
But being in a room with that level of competition, you like feel like, okay, I got to come with something that's going to make everybody impressed. And it's hard to impress guys. I mean, I'm going to be easy. Like for you to outrun a girl, you can do that sleeping. You get what I'm saying? Just for me listening to your music, like it's not a lot of girls with content. So it's like you pretty much outrunning them. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as far as like when you put yourself in a guy category, I'm gonna be honest, like these niggas is trash. So you outrunning a lot of them too. You get what I'm saying? And that's me saying it. Like I don't give a fuck. Y'all could comment, y'all could write. I don't give a fuck. Half of y'all is ass, and I put any amount of bread on her to say that she outrun at least 70% of y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like Mel's.
Thank you.
Mel's. You get what I'm saying?
And I be feeling like, because that be my whole mindset. Like, literally, my whole thing is, I just feel like I'm different and I'm intelligent. So I just feel like can't nobody run me. But me and Jamila, we were just cracking up in the car about Jamila. That's my sister. We was cracking up in the car because I said, bitch, can't nobody run me. And she looked at me and she said, bitch, you could be ran. But it's like, no, I don't know. I have my confidence.
You like got a tunnel zone about
ass.
You, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm going to do my shit regardless. And even if your stuff is good too, y'all going to be like, all right, I fuck words. Like, that's
you not one of them artists that's going to be like, oh, let me hear what you got first. No,
I don't care really what you got.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that do that shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers that do that shit before they get in the mood. Let me hear what you got first. I already know what you're doing it for. You get what I'm saying?
I just did this song with the girl. My boo, he's like, I ain't gonna hold you. She ran you. Like, you need to do that shit again. And I told him, like, well, just say you like her verse because I don't feel like she ran me. But my whole thing is, I'm not going back in the booth. I'm not going to redo
I'm going to be solid about what I did.
I stand on what I did. I love that verse. I love the song. And like I said, I can't wait till my
And two is like, the way you view and how you perform is different from the way somebody who not really doing what you doing. Mm-hmm. If that make any sense. Like, I feel like a lot, like I've been in rooms where it's like, yo, it's mixed. Some people like shit, some people don't. Mm-hmm. But when you in the studio, everybody in the studio fucking with it. Because they coming from artist perspective. They seeing you create this shit. You get what I'm saying? And then when you take it out of the shit, then you have those people that's like, okay, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know about this one. Like, and you got to be confident about like what you said. No, this is some shit I know is going to go crazy. All right. So lead into that. How did the whole writing process for Pressure go? Did you know it was going to be a song that, for me I feel like people was gonna rave about, because
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all ain't hear the story, but I was raving about this shit. Like I was showing motherfuckers, I was making niggas into believers, as my nigga Coach Prime would say. I was making niggas into believers. I'm like, look, you gonna hear this
As he
shit
should.
all day. We gonna smoke to this shit. We gonna drink to this shit,
And that's
motherfucker.
it.
We
we
gonna
gonna
say a
fuck to
prayer
this
and then
shit,
listen
yeah.
to this shit again, okay? Because y'all gotta hear that this shit is actually better than at least most of the shit I've heard lately. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, like I listen to it when I smoke to this day. Like I
Period,
listen to that
because
shit when I
is
smoke.
hard.
I listen to it just in general. Like this shit be in my head. I be like, yo, like let me go play that joint.
So
Wait,
this what I
what's
wanted
your
to
favorite
say.
song? Pressure?
Pressure.
Yeah. I like the new
alright.
joint though, because I was like, it gave
That's
me.
more fun.
It's fun, but I like how you sample the Eve joint.
Yeah.
And I was just like, her voice on the Eve track, but
snapped on that one.
the beat was like different, and that's another thing too. Is like
Shout out to Jish,
I like
the
your
producer, 'cause he ate
I like
that.
your beat selections. That's another thing. I feel like you got your own style based off the music that you selected, and
And that's another thing.
You
So I
running
want to
with it,
speak on
yeah.
that too, because like a lot of artists in the industry are up and coming. Like they get a nice song that everybody like, and they keep doing the same shit, and I guess it's called like a pocket. And I said in my song Industry on the EP, I don't want no pocket, because it's like, I don't like that. If I'm listening to your EP or your album and I didn't listen to 4 songs that sound the same, bitch, I want to cut you off. So I like to be diverse. I don't want my music to sound the same. I want you to click every song and feel like you to listen to a different bitch, because like I said, everything's not for everybody. So maybe
Exactly.
this vibe you might fuck with, you might not mess with this
Yeah.
one, but your homie might. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's gonna be something for everybody, not
Yeah.
just somebody who just like this one
Yes.
sound that I made
oh,
off
I
this
was
one
trying to do a
song.
Rockstar song, but me and the engineer, we was on 2 different pages.
And you know what's crazy? It's two different things I want to say to that. What's crazy about what you said is that like people, like say you making them same songs and shit. As soon as you step outside the box, motherfuckers like, oh, I don't like this shit. And 2 is like engineers do the same shit. That you come there and you do a couple drill joints, and as soon as you come there with something that's not the shit that you did in a couple sessions, they fuck it up. They like, I don't know what sound you trying to get. I had a nigga do that shit to me before. I'm like, nigga, I done did this song like 12 times at home, like a million times at home. I performed this in front of niggas and shit. And then here you telling me that you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, nigga, no, you don't want to understand what the fuck I'm saying,
You
nigga.
wanna
Like,
do your own
you,
thing.
yeah,
It's like-
or you
and
don't know
And it's cool.
how to
I
tap
feel like
into
to
that shit.
have a vision, but if you're an engineer that want to have a vision, then you need to turn it to a producer. Start working on the beat so that
It's a
you
difference.
can cook up from scratch and
It's
then
a difference
give
between
out
two.
the
Look.
vibe. Yeah, because it's like, no. If I come to you with a beat and I'm telling you what I want to do, you need to just record, because
And
that's
help me get that sound. and
make it sound
right.
as crazy as
Yeah.
possible. Don't make that.
Certain engineers is only going to record the person based off the beat that they gave him. Like literally, what I mean by that is you're gonna lay down. They're gonna have a track with your instrumental on it. You're gonna lay down your verses. Now a producer, they gonna take that track with your instrumental on it. They gonna flip that shit, and they gonna either slow down the beat. They gonna change something in there because they're a producer.
And make it their own.
They're gonna make it their own. So now, literally, if you don't know this, you could take just the smallest instrumental out and put like a new instrument in a beat, and now it's your beat. You change the beat, even though the beat don't sound different. So just them flipping it, now they're a producer. You get what I'm saying? Now a lot of engineers, they don't know how to fucking produce. Like she's saying, she wanted to come to the studio with a rock drum, but she wanted it to sound how she imagined it in her head. She don't want it to sound how you fucking
And so me,
imagined
because
it.
like I said, I don't mind taking direction or like listening. So I'm doing what he said, and it's just that shit just.
It didn't
I'm
sound
gonna play
how
it
you
for y'all
wanted
when
it.
we cut it off, because I won't play it for y'all. But that shit is funny.
It didn't
That's
sound
what
how
I'm
you
saying.
thought it was going to sound. Yeah.
No, it didn't.
So
it sounded like a nightmare.
when you was in the studio for Pressure, first
Okay.
of all, before we get to the studio, when did you write that joint?
All right, so I wanted to get back to how Pressure came about. So, long story short, I had, how many songs is on my EP? It don't matter. I had like 5 or 6 songs just in the tuck that I didn't drop. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just make an EP, because like I say, I think everything that I do
Smart.
is banger. So that EP, it's not even like I worked on it. It was intentional. I just put that shit together. So I was listening to it. I'm like, all right, I need one more song to make it go off. And that's how, all right, so I performed in April at my bro. His name is Stony Social. He's a rapper, producer, engineer,
Plug.
all that. Period. I performed at his showcase or whatever, and they was having like a contest for best performance. And if you won a performance, you get a free beat. So, long story short, I ended up winning a performance, and like I'm still thankful for that because at the end of the day, it be a lot of talent out there. And I was just telling my, I don't know, was I telling Jamila or Carla, but I was just telling one of them like, I don't be knowing that I'm gonna be the best until I get there. Like I come, I cheer everybody on, and it's like I don't know, the people be fucking with me, and maybe these other artists be feeling like they the best too, but I don't know, it's in my fucking head.
We gonna let her finish that, but see how come she just said that shit? Like, no, you fucking won that shit. Fuck that shit. Like, no, these contest motherfuckers don't win. You won that shit. Own that shit. Look,
and y'all packed out shows, a full
wanna beat everything.
Like a lot of artists, so it's like that's how I want to be.
You get props from me. Fuck that shit. All right, continue.
Okay, he said, yeah. So, yep. So I won a contest. I got the beat, and then I was like, I need another song to pop it off. I recorded with Plug. He down at Flex Space or whatever. That's another engineer, and he just helped me bring that shit together. Cause
Is that the beat you won, or
that was the beat that I won, and then I took it to a different engineer and I recorded it. So I'm like, when I was in there recording, I don't know, was I high or whatever, but I'm like, yo, it's not really sounding like how I wanted it to sound. Like, I wasn't really sure about Pressure. So he like, all right, just keep going, and then we going to keep adding on there or whatever. And that shit just came out crazy. And then I didn't even know that was, because I got other shit on my EP that I really think that it was better than Pressure. And then my folks, his name, this whole episode, at this point, I'm a shout out.
This is a shout out, yo, guys.
Because I don't know, that's just the type of person I am. Like, I like to put everybody's name out there. Like, if you come to me with a business and
I like that because most motherfuckers get on interviews and they don't say shit about nobody. They're like, look, I did this shit myself, motherfucker.
At the end of the day,
that's basically what they saying though. Like, yeah.
Like me, I feel like what I said, that bitch, like I'm that bitch, I'm that girl, and I feel like at the end of the day, it's all gonna come to me what's for me. So it's like it don't make me never mind to put somebody else's name out there.
Facts.
Cause it's like, why not? This is what we're here for. You know what I'm saying?
To bridge that gap, yeah, the network. Yeah.
At the end of the day, we were just talking about that too. People don't support shit until they feel like it's cool to support it. So it's just like, y'all be scared to support it. It's not even that deep. It's a like, it's a follow, a comment. Go the fuck ahead. But his Niecy's son, he told me, he's like, yo, that shit, Pressure, that joint hard or whatever. And he was like, you gotta shoot a video to that.
Thank God for him.
All right, I'm about to. No, real shit. And when he said that,
facts.
Literally all my videos that I shoot, and please check them out on YouTube. They're all nice, really quality, high quality.
All them bitches out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be stuck there. You're going to be like, look, when she dropping the next,
yeah. Every video that I do, I swear to God, I plan it in like 2-3 weeks. Like, I don't know. I literally feel like I work better under pressure. So it's like, once I put the deposit down, now I'm paying for outfits. I'm doing all this crazy shit. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it get done better. Yeah. So when he said that, it was like 2 weeks away. So I was telling my friend, I'm like, should I do Pressure video on this day or that day? And she was like, well, this day, Memorial's Day, so you might as well do it that day. And that was just a genius idea because we was out there. Like, I brought people out. It was people that was already cooking out and shit, and it just went crazy. And at the end of the day, like, everybody did attract to what we had going on. Like, they was following us from the top to the bottom. Like, it was like,
that shit was crazy.
And then, like I said, everything, like, God really do shit for a reason. I'm sorry, y'all. I love God and I love the higher power.
No, but don't ever apologize for that. Though.
No, because people
because
like
certain things be happening. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not crazy religious, but I feel what you're saying because it's like sometimes stuff be happening recently and you just be like, man, it ain't nobody else but that. God. You know what I'm saying? Like
literally, Jazz was there. How many old school? The theme of the video was Freaknik. When I tell you, it wasn't a new car in sight. It was like they had an old school car convention. Cars, yep. Mm-hmm. Jazz and what we was.
School theme, that shit fit right
and
there.
them men, they was respectful and they was fucking with us and they like, yeah, you could get in our car. Some of them was like, don't fuck with my
crazy
shit.
Though. I'm like,
some of them what?
I'm like, yo, looking at the video, that shit look like y'all playing every aspect of it, and sometimes the best videos, be fucking random as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And the only thing that I planned was the dress theme. I provided food, liquor. I got the DJ, the videographer, and I told them
the dress code though.
Freaknik.
And then who's the videographer? Did we say that yet?
Shot Bot.
Nah.
I'm not gonna say, hold on, who is the videographer? Because the reason I say that is because
Shot by Nah, and Nah
he took it back. Like the effect on the video made it look like I was watching a Cash Money video.
Shot it with
Wait,
the
so
old
let's just
camera,
say,
though.
because it wasn't all effect. He literally had a vintage
old
camera
camera,
out there with the.
yes,
He
he
had the
did.
camcorder.
Yes.
He was getting me, and
dress
even.
Freaknik too.
And first off, best videographer in the fucking world because he came in theme. Him and his
My
girlfriend.
nigga not only came in theme, he
Professional.
brought an old school cam. He said we going all the way old school in this bitch. And I thought the motherfucker just edited that way. Yeah,
No.
He a cool motherfucker.
And
Whoever
then-
you is.
I had somebody, they was trying to say a slick comment like, oh, but y'all recording on an iPhone. No, you're not catching what's going on. It's a vintage
These
thing.
niggas.
He had a
I'm
vintage
glad you said
camera,
this shit.
Like
and he
them
did
throwback
vintage
joints,
edits,
like, with the
period.
tape. See?
Don't never play with me or my videographer. Nothing I do
Shotty
is
Martin
going
was
to
his
be
page.
shot by Nah.
Go follow him.
Baltimore's finest. He's located in Baltimore, but he travels for an extra fee.
You see? You see?
What the fuck
You
is they
see?
talking about?
Nice, man.
Like, we're not going to play with these people.
This ain't tri-state.
I know, or thank you. Give me a little bit.
This ain't tri-state, baby.
No.
Look.
So, yeah. Nah did that. He killed that. Pressure was a success. And it blew up, and I didn't even... You want some of this? And it blew up, and I didn't even know... You want some of this?
Ooh, she's trying to murder me.
I didn't even know it was gonna blow up how it did. Even though it didn't even really blow, like you get what I'm saying.
Yo.
It blew up in my mind.
I feel like, all right, so this is the
People still
thing.
post
This one thing I noticed, and I'm about to really like, because I'm going to be honest right now, when I say this, it's probably going to take niggas back because I don't give a fuck. I'm canceled anyway. Revolt blocked me. I'm canceled anyway.
I'm
so,
hollering. You be trolling? I be trolling.
it was,
But this is the whole thing.
Top troll, yo.
I don't troll. Y'all, life is
I
in
didn't think
the
it was that
public,
serious,
and I
you know
speak
what I
on
mean?
shit, and I'm speaking real
that's what I'm
shit.
saying. When I say stuff, I don't be thinking it's that serious.
Y'all the media.
Everybody
if
make
y'all
it that
give me
serious.
two sides, and I choose from which side I want to go with, why the fuck is y'all mad?
See, this is why
This
this
is
shit had to
why
happen.
we
This
fuck
is why I
with each
needed
other.
it to happen because I don't give a fuck. Y'all can ban me if y'all want to. I'm already blocked. But what I'm saying is that like a lot of times the algorithms be wrong. So it's like say I listen to a song every single day. I could listen to it 1,000,000 times from my phone on my YouTube account. It's not getting counted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like how is that? How does that make sense? I'm glad I started recording already.
Wait.
You gonna put that in there?
He was talking about some other shit off camera, but
Niggas don't be themselves. Be
y'all don't
yourself.
be yourself. Y'all don't love yourself, and y'all should start because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself and thinking that you're great or that you're the best that you could be. You could do anything that you put your mind to, and at the end of the day, ain't nothing stopping you but you.
And
I'ma
two,
leave that there.
she's like the definition of what artists supposed to have their mind. Like, don't think you're an artist and somebody gonna fucking pay for shit for you. No, you gotta hustle for this shit. Cause at the end of the day, all this shit costs money, and then you gotta build connections behind this shit. And then not only that, but you gotta be about everything you fucking saying. And sometimes motherfuckers ain't about what they saying, and you gotta be ready to check a motherfucker too, because it's like your money is on the line, your time is on the line.
Let me say this, because it's deeper than just being an artist. Well, whatever you do in your life, you just have to believe in yourself and depend on nobody. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I do hair. I'm an entrepreneur. That's all I do. I don't have a job. I depend on myself. If I don't get up and work these clients, drunk, sick, whatever, you're not getting no money. So it's just like, and like he was saying, like, people don't be knowing how to carry themselves because they feel like they're not a real artist. Once you push your pen and you write that song or you record that song, you're an artist. And it don't
Period.
matter what accolades you have. Like, if
Or how you look.
Period.
An artist
How
is an
you look,
artist.
because be real, be authentic, be yourself. Because everybody start from somewhere. And at the end of the day, we see people every day going up on the internet. Went from broke to fucking rich. So it's like, who gives a fuck? Shoot the content, shoot the video. We don't care.
We
give a
don't.
fuck. I don't care if you in your bare feet at the poppy store. Shoot the video. It's going up.
That shit might really go viral.
No, real shit. And it's going to go. And at the end of the day, videos be going, because I've never had a video to go viral, but
Yet.
right. Videos go viral for the craziest things, and whatever it go viral for, you make your moment of it. You do your shit, put out more shit, and just believe in yourself. It's not that hard.
I feel like on top of that too, it's like, what? Sexy Red, Cardi.
Thank
They're
you.
real. They're going to tell you.
Thank
like
you.
even Yondo, like she don't cap. Like the girl really don't cap in her rap. What she say? He stuck a bitch on her birthday. Yon really did that. Like so, it's like it's not no cap in the rap. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be real. Motherfuckers is gonna fuck with you.
Just be real.
Like,
And wait,
yourself.
I'm gonna say a crazier bird than that. On my song, I did a song with it's called Messy. Damn, I don't know. He changed his rap name, so I gotta check on there. His rap name was 50, but long story short, I said something about got bird once. Niggas need paperwork, can't even lick on my clip, and people was like, you know, like, oh my god, why you saying it? Like, why you telling your business? And it's like, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm not the only bitch out here that got burnt or had that happen to them. And at the end of the day, like I said, you need some paperwork.
At the end of the day, too, it's like everybody
Just
go through
be
the same
fucking-
shit. Y'all motherfuckers be
Period.
hiding behind
Sassy-
bullshit. You get what I'm
sassy
saying?
fans,
Like,
I hate a
we
bitch
all,
with class.
hey,
Cause it's like, why y'all? I hate a bitch that act like, oh, it never been them, and you never was in this situation. It's never, and it's like at the end of the day, it did.
most
It's
of y'all
fine.
fraud.
Y'all frauding. Like we all living.
Because
real
I
life.
be
We
seeing them.
grown,
I be
we
seeing
women.
them dudes y'all be with. I be knowing half of them too. You get what I'm saying?
And
So I know
you
something going on
And
over
if
there.
it ain't one thing about God, he gonna spin the block and he gonna make sure it's you.
Because you
So
thinking
never,
you a little
never,
bit better than somebody else.
Period. And it's all gonna happen. So it's like.
And two is like, motherfuckers be too afraid to be embarrassed to who? I don't know half these motherfuckers that view my shit half the time. So it's like, who the fuck am I embarrassed to? And in real life, I don't be around none of these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying?
What somebody else been through, and one thing about it, and this is
That
why
too,
I am the
yeah.
way I am and why I live in my truth. Y'all don't do shit for me.
Not at all.
Nobody who you can't say nothing about me. I'm not your big. Y'all can't. It's nothing that y'all can say. Y'all don't pay a bill. Y'all don't do anything on me. You ain't even get my fucking cuticles clipped. Like it's just like it's fine. So it's like I don't know. I just love myself. I believe in myself, and I feel like that's how everybody should be. And on them days when you feel like you don't believe in yourself and it's not you not sure, you just gotta act like it. Cause that's all I do. I just act like it. I be in my little delusional world. Shit be falling apart, and it's like no, that shit gonna be cool. Because at the end of the day, it's already written for us. Like we
Facts.
feel like we in control of shit, and we stressing, we grinding so hard. No, God is working His magic, and we just putting the work behind it. Like that's all that's really going on. So it's like, girl, get a grip.
And two, don't be so serious about shit. Like some
I'm
shit.
sorry, no,
Like,
took us to church, but
no, but some shit motherfuckers just be. It's just for comments. Like motherfuckers just want to say shit. They want to have an opinion on shit. It's just like everything don't need an opinion because, like she just said, half of this stuff everybody living anyway. They just don't want to say it to you. It's
everybody's
like
living.
let's
so
be
let
real.
me tell you another thing about myself since we just talking. The bottom line is
Since we just talking, look.
we just talking. So I was raised Christian. I was on the choir. I used to praise dance, all that good shit, right? What was that? Like 2016, I took my shahada because I don't know. I just wanted to learn about this new religion. I was intrigued by the discipline and all of that, but I didn't really have companions. So I took my shahada. I did it by myself. I was like 19 or whatever. It's just long story short, now in 2023, I'm just at a point where I don't really know where I stand religiously. Like, I took my shahada and I feel like I did that for a reason, but all I know is that I believe in higher power. So it's not like I'm Christian, I'm Muslim. I don't really know what I'm.
You evaluating
I'm Muslim
things,
because I took the shahada, but it's like, all I know is that it's a higher power. And whether I pray to Allah or I pray to God, it's all working out. They all listen to him because I be feeling like that. Like, when people die, it's like, how do they know they chose the wrong religion? Like, you know what I'm saying? A Jew, a Christian, a Muslim.
I used to think like that, but
Like,
I just started thinking, all right, so because my grandfather, he Muslim. Well, he was Muslim. He passed away or whatever. But I grew up basically going to the mosque, like, you know, wearing kufis and stuff like that. But opposite side to it, like I had a lot of family members that was Christians. They were saying I had to go to church too. So they were singing in church and this and that. So it's like as I grew up, I kind of didn't want to claim nothing. You know, when I was able to make my own choices. Yeah, so I just was like, you know, I believe that it's definitely something of a higher power. I believe in God and all of that. But it's like I don't take it past stuff that I don't really understand. You get what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it's only one God. Allah means God. Buddha means God. It's all God in a different language or a different whatever. So
Form or however you look
like I
at it.
said, believe in that higher power, believe in yourself, and just trust yourself. Like, it's not that deep, bitch. Get off the couch, go wash your ass, and get the fuck together.
So
Get it together, cause I'm tired. Like, I can't. And this be the whole thing. Like, I don't wanna. I don't want to be a motivational speaker or whatever.
she like, look, it comes with the territory, motherfucker.
Yeah, or like have like, cause even when I really do get my platform in front of people, like I don't want to be this motivational speaker, but I feel like that's just who I am. But I don't like to motivate people who is just not motivated, or if you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe you can't do shit. But girl, you just not gonna do shit. Cause I'm not.
You gotta believe in yourself.
I'm glad you said that
Period.
shit.
You have to believe in
Because
yourself.
sometimes you
and
be
make
talking to
people- like you
motherfuckers and
said,
you be like, yo, like,
I
how
make
much am I going, like, ain't nobody over here trying to give me this shit. Like,
I'm not gonna keep pouring into you if you can't pour into
Like,
yourself.
what the
That's
fuck?
draining. So it's like, at the end of the day,
yeah.
what did he say earlier? Damn, that just slipped my mind.
This is what happened on the WineCast. Look, this is what's supposed to happen, okay?
Drink champ for this.
Shit. Drake Champs edition for sure. This is the first time we actually had tequila on the show. Besides when I had the Duce. And if y'all didn't see that Duce episode, it probably went something like that. It probably was a little crazier because I was talking about some wild ass shit back then. Yeah, we was going crazy.
We need a shot for the podcast.
Hey,
Cheers
one
to the
time for the one
WineCast.
time. Appreciate y'all for coming too.
More wealth, more success, and just
Salute.
more exposure to everybody around us.